it's using proof of work mining with 4 different tokens that are basically going through their own halvening cycle. We have just had the spring halvening, that was our first one, and now we're approaching in March the summer halvening. So would you mind us going into a bit more detail about that and what we should expect as investors?
Absolutely, yeah. So what happened with the spring halving was that spring was the cheapest token. We started off, we had the tokens, they were produced at different rates. Winter was produced at the slowest rate, so it was the most expensive of the 4 tokens, and spring was produced at the fastest rate, so it was the cheapest of the 4 tokens. And then in June of last year, the rate of production of spring was cut in half, and that meant that the number of spring tokens getting dumped onto the market every day by miners who needed to pay their bills and to sell tokens that they mined in order to cover their expenses, that rate slowed down. So spring, the pressure that was keeping spring at the bottom of the tokens, or keeping it as the cheapest of the 4 tokens, that pressure eased, and in fact it reversed. Spring became the token that it had the least downward pressure because there were fewer spring tokens being dumped onto the market every day by miners, which meant that spring became, over the following months, it became the most expensive token. And that means that people who had spring tokens before the halving were able to hold on to those spring tokens until after the halving, until after spring became the most expensive, and then they could trade those tokens for a larger number of different tokens. And this means that this is going to happen every 9 months. Once every 9 months, one of the tokens has its rate of production cut in half, and that means that we're going to have these cycles where once every 9 months the cheapest token becomes the most expensive, and it's going to be possible to trade that token for a larger quantity of the other tokens. So you can keep trading tokens for more tokens, and this means that you can accumulate more and more tokens over time. And this means that the value of the investment can grow over time, even if the price doesn't increase. So this type of investing is it's a way of investing that is relatively low risk, and it doesn't rely on asset appreciation, doesn't rely on speculation about these tokens being very expensive in the future. The tokens could even stay the same price, the same average price, long into the future, and it could still be a very good investment because you could take advantage of the oscillations in the price to increase the value of your own portfolio.
To learn more about seasonal tokens, check out this playlist.